What's going on, guys and girls? Welcome back to the channel, or welcome into the channel. My name is Zephr, and today's video is going to be a bit different. I wanted to talk about like some concerns. I guess you could call them concerns. I don't really know what else to call them. I guess problems that I have currently with Pokemon, and not that I hate the game or I don't enjoy the game. I love the game, and I'm not going to stop playing it anytime soon. But there are definitely problems currently to do with the metagame itself and to do with trying to find any motivation really to play the game, if I'm honest. As I've been posting a lot less recently, I guess is the best way to say it, and that's because it's recently become a struggle to play the game, and there is good reason for this. And I would say that we will put the reason on screen right about now. So the first thing I want to take away from this image from the first day of the Lily regionals that we just had is the rate of usage of the top 3 Pokemon. So we have Iron Hands, Flutter Mane, and Landorus T. And I'd like to say it's not a problem with these Pokemon itself, but it's definitely a problem with these Pokemon themselves. They're just broken, like too good. That's really about it. They are just that good, and that is why their pick rate is so high. And like that's not a problem in Pokemon like VGC, because everyone can have access to these Pokemon as long as they have like the relative means of getting hold of them. So whether you own Scarlet or Violet, whether you're able to get Landorus from Sword or Shield or Black and White or whatever way, or even Pokemon Legends Arceus, because the genies are available in that as well. But it's mainly a problem with the way it's made the game feel and made the game play, and it's unenjoyable to me. And I don't mean that in like a VGC setting, I mean that more in like a every game is the same kind of way. It's very hard to describe, but every match that I play on ladder right now feels almost exactly the same as the last match, bar a couple matches here and there. And when I play VGC for the variety. I play VGC to see all sorts of interesting combinations that people have made, and not to continuously play the core of Iron Hands, Flutter Mane, Landorus T, and then 3 of the top Pokemon on this list. And before anybody says that it's because the meta for Regulation E is very centralized right now, I totally understand that. I'm totally okay with that. I totally understand in a tournament format why some of these Pokemon are seeing so much use, and that is because they are inherently powerful, and I'm okay with that. But that doesn't take away from the fact that it makes the game much more repetitive and uninteresting. For you guys that don't know what centralizing a metagame in Pokemon is, centralizing means that we've had time to work with the game, time to work out what is strong and what isn't, and there are certain standout picks. So these 3 Pokemon completely describe that. Landorus, Iron Hands, and Flutter Mane are very centralizing because they all do exactly what they need to do, and they do it super well. And they are very strong in a VGC format. Landorus has Intimidate, and Intimidate is a super strong ability as it is. That's the reason we run Hisuian Arcanine and Gyarados, because being able to lower attack in a very physically oppressive meta is super strong. Flutter Mane is the best special attacker in the format, and it's super fast, and as frail as it is, it can output damage a crazy amount into a lot of the Pokemon people are trying to use. And Iron Hands has insane bulk and insane damage. It may be very slow, but it's got Fake Out, it's got Drain Punch, as I've said in multiple of my videos, which just gives it longevity. It has access to Sword Dance, there's not a lot of stuff it doesn't do at least neutral damage into, and it has Heavy Slam, so it deals to Flutter Mane as well. These Pokemon are really strong, and that's okay in a tournament format, but as I've said already, it doesn't mean that doesn't make the game boring, you know? I guess all of this comes from a content creator point of view. So as a content creator, I want to bring a variety of content to my channel. I want to show you guys interesting ideas and interesting teams, as well as showing you guys the super powerful stuff. I do a lot of super powerful videos, don't get me wrong, like my Regulation D first team I built, the snow teams I built recently, all that sort of stuff. But I don't just want to post that, and I don't want my next 10 videos to be the exact same team smashing the exact same team across from me. I just think that that's extremely boring, and like it's not going to stop me from playing the game. I'm still going to be creating Pokemon content. I've got a good couple ideas for a couple teams I want to build right now in Regulation E that I think are really interesting and fun. but it makes it very, very difficult to build around because you have to account for these things. You have to account for Landorus T, you have to account for Fluttermane and Iron Hands, and that just makes it very, very difficult for there to be any form of variety in my content. So I think in the future I'm going to be making other videos as well, and they're still going to be Pokemon based, don't get me wrong, like we're not steering away from Pokemon whatsoever, but I think I'm going to be making some informative videos and some breakdown videos as to why certain matchups are good, why certain Pokemon are powerful, oppressive, why they see so much use, statistics, that sort of thing. Because not only do I like the idea of making content like that is educational for people that are trying to get into VGC or are trying to learn, and that's general sort of idea, but it will give me more variety on my channel rather than just the same kind of build a team, break it down, post the video, and that be it. I'm still going to be creating videos like that, don't get me wrong, with interesting ideas and meta heavy ideas and that sort of thing as the regulations continue to release. But I also want to do some other stuff to do with Pokemon, and I think that's okay. I just think it's a bit harder for a content creator to create content on the exact same thing over and over again. And I'm sure you guys get the idea of that as I've spoke about it for the past 5 minutes or so already now. But yeah, it is difficult. It's hard to think of anything that you can actually do that isn't what you already did. And yeah, that's really about it. So I guess the main takeaways from this video is to expect different forms of content, educational content, talking about Pokemon, talking about regionals, talking about the metagame as it goes on throughout the different regulations and regulation-y currently. Expect the same sort of videos that I've been posting now, including battles, teams, rental codes, all sorts of stuff that you can use on the ladder. And yeah, I guess I just wanted to kind of explain why I've not been posting as much, because I feel like you guys deserve an explanation for that, as I've been super consistent in posting in the past year, and I'm super proud of it. I've never seen better YouTube statistics than I have now, and that's something I'm really, really passionate about, and I'm pleased to have been able to, you know, grow, and as much as I have, thanks to you guys. So I'd love and appreciate each and every single one of you. And so, yeah, I think you personally just deserved an explanation as to why I've been a bit more away from it all. So, yeah. So if you have listened up till now, I thank you very much for your time and for actually watching this video. As I've already explained, expect more Pokemon content, whether that's battles, educational, informative, that sort of thing. But don't expect me to be going anywhere. And yeah, thank you for listening to my rant over really. So leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, turn my post notifications on so you never miss a video, and that's really been about it. And I'll leave this battle to run so that you guys can watch the end of this. And yeah, thank you. So for now guys, I've been Zephr. Thank you so much as per usual. I love you all to bits, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.